I just saw Kong Skull Island. Um, those of you who have known, this is my most anticipated movie of this year, and I finally saw Kong Skull Island. I finally saw this movie. I was so pumped for this movie. I don't care what Jimmy John says. I don't care what Stuckman said. I don't care what Schmo says. I was pumped for this movie. I don't care about the character development. I don't care about whatever the other shit was. Is character development weak? A bit. When we're not really fully introduced to Tom Hiddleston's character in this movie. He's just at a bar, and it's that scene in the new trailer where he's like, ways we die is diseases, flies, mosquitoes. Uh, that's literally his first line in the movie is that scene, and yeah, but John Goodman was well developed. Um, Dr. Dre was well developed. Samuel Jackson was kind of developed, and then of course we got our uh, what's it called? Cliched army dudes. We got the douchebag. We got the smartass. We got the wisecracks. We got all of them. We got the one dumb one, or the one that's trying to get home to his family. They're all cardboard cutout characters, but that's not the point of this movie. The point of this movie is to see Kong kick ass. And does he kick ass? Um, kind of. Yes. It's mainly towards the end. There are a few scenes in the beginning of him kicking ass, but all the kick ass is towards the end of the movie. Although there's like Jurassic World, this movie is really dumb and has a lot of dumb moments. But that's what makes this movie so much fun to watch. There are so many dumb moments that it's like, wow, I'm having a lot of fun watching how stupid this is. Um, a dude gets taken up by these pterodactyl things and gets his arm ripped off on screen. And it's like, wow, I did not expect to see that in this movie. Um, there's two F bombs in this movie. Well, yeah, there's one, but Samuel Jackson is about to say it, and it gets cut off. So, yeah. Why is that whenever you say motherfucker in a movie, it's always like, motherfucker? It's always that. It's always cut off. The only time I didn't hear it cut off was in Draft Day of Kevin Costner. That's the only time I've ever heard that word fully initiated. Anyway, so yeah, so pretty much this movie's about a group. This takes place in 1973. It's during not World War II. It's during the Vietnam War era, and the these soldiers and like a scientist and like these John Goodman, who's pretty much like an animal expert. He's like, oh, I believe in monsters. Monsters are this. There's monsters on this island. We need to go to this island. And he's pretty much sending people to Skull Island for their doom. And he knows it. He knows what he's doing. And so yeah, and then they get to the island, and what happens? Kong just starts punching the shit out of the helicopters, and they just go flying into each other. They like crash to the ground. Kong's like ripping them apart and like smashing them on the ground. He's pretty much like you playing with your toy cars, and you just go boom, 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 with your toy cars on the table. That's pretty much what he did to one of the helicopters, like that, and then some guy gets thrown and hits into a helicopter, and the helicopter just goes spiraling out of the sky. That's the kind of stuff that is in this movie, and that is why this movie is so much fun to watch. Just because of moments like that, people get stepped on, people get punched, and yeah, this movie is really dumb. But I had a lot of fun with this movie, and this movie has probably one of the best oh shit moments, funniest too, since Spaceballs. Yes, it's from John Goodman's character. His delivery on that line was it was kind of funny. He's like taking a photo. He's like, "Oh shit." I'm gonna tell you what happens next, but it was just really funny. Um, but yeah, people were complaining like it's boring. The characters aren't well developed. It's this, it's that. How is this movie boring? I'll admit there are a few slow parts. It's not as good as I was hoping it to be, but I got what I wanted from this movie. I got a fun monster movie, and that's all I could ask for a movie like this. It's just fun, mindless action, and some really quippy one-liners. And John C. Reilly, who people were like, "Oh, he's gonna be terrible in this movie," he actually was really funny in this movie. Like, I didn't think his jokes were terrible. Like, I thought all of his jokes hit really well. Um, Except for maybe one, but other than that, his jokes were great in this movie. His delivery was great. Everyone's delivery when they had like a one liner was great. Um, but yeah, uh, there's a movie's cliched, but that's what you expect. It's a monster movie, of course. It's being cliched. Um, but people die in funny and awesome ways. Um, So I found a verdict on Kong Skull Island, 4 stars out of 5. Uh, don't listen to the naysayers. Don't be like, do not go to this movie being like, I'll save my money because Chris Stockman and Jeremy Johns said it was boring and it was stupid and stuff like that. Go see this movie. Film is subjective. Just because Jeremy Johns or Chris Stockman didn't like it doesn't mean you guys are not gonna like it. You may like the hell out of this movie like I did. Just because Jeremy Johns said it's a good time if you're drunk, or Chris Tucker gave it a C minus, doesn't mean it's like, yeah, I made my final verdict on this movie because they didn't like it. Maybe I should save my money. Go see it for yourself. Go see it for yourself. Jurassic World made billions of dollars at the box office, and that got a good time if you're drunk, just like this movie. Um, yeah. So go see Kong Skull Island. Wait for the end credits. There's a great end credit scene. Um, but yeah, that everything? Yeah, 4 stars out of 5.